Hello, I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. I just wanted to give a quick word today that's been on my mind for a while now. Since this COVID-19 came out, this pandemic started and got people all bound up in fear, which is really sad. Um, but I tell you, it it has really gotten crazy. I know a lot of people, me included, are wishing it would go away. Really, are wishing it would go away and life would be back to normal as it was before this ever started. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Because they mentioned yesterday on the news, actually, there might be a new strain of it coming out now. So that's just, it's crazy. It is crazy, and I know it's disturbed a lot of people's lives, but mine included. It has, well, I shouldn't say disturbed, but it's made things, a lot different than they used to be. That's for sure. But it's something this is something that's been on my mind for a long time. Since this pandemic started, and I just thought I'd give a quick word on it, for what it's worth, anyway. Because I know a lot of people, and there's so much confusion with it. First of all, there's so much confusion going on with this virus. It is just unreal. There's so much confusion with it, and people are thinking that people are the problem. People are the enemy. People like me that refuse to wear a mask and allow the government to control them. They're acting like people like me are the problem. No, we're not the problem. We're trying to bring the solution to the problem. And they're acting like we're the problem. No, we're not the problem. We're trying to give you the solution to it, which is Jesus, of course. But, sadly, people don't see it that way. They see it as we're the enemy. No, we're not the enemy. This whole thing came from the pit of hell, but God's allowing it, of course, I believe, to open people's eyes, to get them to see, to get them to realize that people are not the enemy here. There is an enemy, but it is not people. The devil's the enemy. Satan's the enemy. It's not people. It's not people like us, that or like me that, refuse to wear a mask to, bow down to the world's customs. Because like it says in Romans 12:1-2, we're in this world, but we're not of it. We live in the world, but we're not supposed to be of the world. We're supposed to be transformed by the renewing of our mind so that we can, prove that good and acceptable and perfect will of God for our lives, like it says in Romans 12:1-2. We're not supposed to be bowing down, and it's time for God's people to stand up. Because, through this whole thing, I kept thinking, where's God's people? Where's the boldness at? Where are the people that are supposed to be, sold out to Christ? Where are they at? Where are they at? What's going on with them? They're getting lukewarm, They're getting lukewarm, which is a dangerous place to be because, like the Bible says, God will spew them out of his mouth because he doesn't want people to be lukewarm. He'd rather them either be cold or hot, not in the middle, not in between, not to be lukewarm. He wants them to be red hot on fire for him because that's the way we're supposed to be. That's the way we should be, but sadly, a lot of them ain't. A lot of Christians aren't. They're not totally sold out to God, and it's sad. But I just wanted to do this quick video because this has been on my mind for a long time. Since this pandemic started over 5 months ago, and it's getting worse. But we know the return of Christ is coming soon. Like I've been saying, it's coming soon. It's definitely coming soon because with all these signs that we're seeing and all these things that are going on in the world today, is showing us that his return is close. So I just pray that people wake up and realize that, who the true enemy is before the return of Christ. That they not turn him away. They don't reject him like they're doing. They think they're rejecting people, but really they're rejecting Christ because the people like us that are like me, that are taking a true stand for Christ, those that are taking a true stand for him and that are sold out to him, are trying to give the people the solution. We're not being the problem. We're not the problem. We're not the enemy. We're not the ones that are causing this. We didn't cause this. We didn't bring this. It didn't come from us. It came from the enemy. It came from the pit of hell. But like I said, God's allowing it for his glory because he wants people's eyes to be open, and he's shaking everything that can be shaken. It's just, we can see that with all the earthquakes that are going on, the earthquakes in places that don't usually get earthquakes. And here there was an F2 tornado in parts of Florida just yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, there was a F2, and we never get F2s. Florida never, I mean, that is very rare for Florida to get an F2. Usually they're either F0s or F1s at the most, but usually there's never a F2. That's very rare for Florida. But I just wanted to get this quick word out because it's been on my mind for a while now. For what it's worth anyways. But I just hope that people's eyes get open, that they quit acting like, people like me are the enemy just because we don't wear a mask. No, we have Jesus. Jesus is our mask. We don't need a mask. We don't have to walk around in fear because, 2 Timothy 1:7 says God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. How are we going to, preach the word wearing a mask? To me, the masks say fear. That's saying you're bound down to the world's ways and the customs, which we're not supposed to do. We're supposed to be set apart. God set us apart, and now's the time for God's people to take their bold stand in Him and make their voices heard. And there's going to be persecution. Of course, it's here. Persecution is definitely here. It is here. But, with God on our side, we don't have to worry about that. We have Him, so we don't have to worry about or be concerned with the persecution. We just take it with a smile and just say, okay, go on our way and do what God's called us to do and follow His leading and do the things that He put us here to do. And that's to get His word out. That's to spread the gospel to the people that need it, because they need it. They really do. They need it so desperately bad, especially in these times that we're in now. They really, really need it. But anyway, I hope that, this message gets across to people and helps them to have some kind of understanding of all this mess. And I pray that everybody has a blessed day, and I'll leave all the information to my GoFundMe and my email and all that in the description box of this video. And I pray that everybody has a blessed day, and until next time, I'll see you then.